All right, let's talk about getting a real edge in business. Now, you might think it's all about marketing or some new sales trick. But what if I told you one of the biggest opportunities is hiding in plain sight? Yeah, I'm talking about maintenance.
Just look at this place. A modern factory floor, right? It's incredible. You've got all this complex, super expensive machinery, robotic arms, precision tools, the whole shebang. The entire business, literally everything, depends on this stuff running perfectly, 24/7.
So, with all this amazing tech, what do you think is the biggest, sneakiest threat to this whole operation? The answer might surprise you.
Yep, that's it. One single random breakdown. It's like the ghost in the machine, and it can bring everything, everything to a screeching halt. And believe me, how a company handles that is what separates the winners from everyone else.
And that brings us to a really common problem. It's a trap, really, a cycle of chaos that so many businesses are stuck in, and they might not even realize how much it's costing them. Okay, this image here, this chaotic scribble, it's perfect. This is what we call firefighting, or reactive maintenance. It's when your team is just in a constant state of panic, lurching from one emergency to the next, putting out one fire just in time for another one to pop up. It feels busy, but it's the total opposite of being productive.
And the fallout from this is, well, it's brutal. First, you've got massive unplanned downtime. That means you're not making stuff, you're letting customers down. Then, the total cost of owning your equipment just explodes. We're talking overtime pay, rush shipping for parts, it adds up fast. Not only that, but your machines just wear out quicker. And strategic planning? Forget it. You can't plan for the future when you're just trying to survive today.
But what if there was a way out of that cycle? What if you could flip the script and go from chaos to total control? Well, there is, and it's a much, much smarter way to work.
And this is it, proactive maintenance. Now, the key words here are everything. It's a system. This isn't about getting lucky or just telling people to work harder. It's a strategy, and it's built on 3 big ideas: planning what you're going to do, using real data to make your calls, and having control over the whole process.
This is really the core idea, the big mental shift. Maintenance stops being this reactive cost center, this necessary evil you just have to budget for when things break. Instead, it becomes a proactive driver of efficiency. It becomes one of those critical, interlocking gears that actually powers the whole business.
And the goals? They're crystal clear. First, you want to maximize your asset availability. That just means your machines are ready to go when you need them. Second, you optimize your costs. You get a handle on spending. And third, you make your whole operation more resilient. It becomes stronger, more predictable, because you're stopping failures before they even happen. Okay, so that's the big picture. Sounds great, right? But how do you actually do it? The answer is the engine behind it all, a fully integrated system.
Now, this is so important. The real power isn't in a bunch of separate spreadsheets or disconnected apps. No way. The magic happens when you have a single, integrated system, where one central database connects every single piece of your maintenance operation. Information just flows where it needs to go. That's when you get real optimization.
So let's look at the basic building blocks. You've got the work order module. This thing digitizes every job so you have a clean, clear record of everything. Then you have the preventative maintenance, or PM module. This is your secret weapon. It automates your service schedule, based on how much a machine is used or just on a calendar. This is how you catch the small stuff before it turns into a total disaster.
And this just brings so much clarity to every task. Look at this flow. An operator spots something and raises a request. A manager takes a look and gives it the thumbs up. The planner assigns the job to the right person, the technician gets it done, and, this is the crucial part, they log all the details. And boom, the system saves that info forever as that machine's history. It's order totally replacing chaos.
And it keeps going. The inventory module knows exactly what spare parts you have. So the second a technician uses a part and the stock gets low, it automatically pings the purchasing module. Just that simple connection means you never run out of a critical part again, and you're not tying up cash by overstocking parts you don't even need.
Okay, now here's where it gets really cool. All this activity, every single work order, every part used, it's creating this mountain of super valuable data. The system's job is to help you turn all that raw info into actual usable intelligence.
And here's how it does it. The equipment module becomes the single source of truth for every piece of gear you own. Its entire life story, repairs, costs, everything is logged right there. And all that clean, organized data flows directly into the report module.
This gives your leadership the exact reports they need to make quick, smart, strategic decisions. So you start tracking metrics that actually tell you something useful, things like MTBF, or mean time between failures. That basically answers the question, how long does this thing run before it breaks again? Then there's MTTR, mean time to repair. That's, okay, it broke, how fast can we get it back online? And MTTF, mean time to failure, helps you predict how long it'll last in total. When you track this stuff, you can finally answer that million-dollar question with data. Do we fix this thing one more time, or is it time to replace it?
And the level of detail you can get into is just incredible. We're talking more than 110 standard reports ready to go. You can slice and dice your data any way you want to spot trends, find those problem machines, and just keep getting better and better. So you can see, when you put it all together, a system like this is so much more than just an operational tweak. It's a genuine investment in the future of your company.
This slide just nails it. You're not just buying a piece of software. You are investing in a sustainable, long-term competitive advantage. It's a partnership that's all about delivering real results you can see on the bottom line. That's what that upward trending graph is all about.
And what are those results? They're tangible and they're powerful. You slash your operating costs because you're not paying for emergencies anymore. You make your most important assets last longer because you're taking care of them. And because your operation is suddenly more reliable and efficient than your competitors, you lock in a real, lasting advantage in your market.
So, look, if you only remember one thing from all this, let it be this. The goal here is a huge shift in how you think. It's about stop seeing maintenance as just a cost, a necessary evil, and start seeing it for what it truly is, a core pillar of a tough, modern, and really profitable business.
And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. When you really look at your own operation, ask yourself, are you running your business or are emergencies running you?